YouTubers, it's me, Zipster. Okay, I know we all have to have this kind of people in our lives. We just must. All right, okay, let me give you a for instance. When my partner Tim passed away, I called up a friend of mine who was a designer in New York. I'm not going to name any names. And we hadn't talked in a couple of years because we had a little bit of a falling out. But he knew Tim and I well and had spent much time at our home and blah, blah, blah. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to call him and tell him and see if we can, I don't like burning bridges. I like to, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I called him up and I said, hey, I just wanted to tell you that Tim passed away. I wanted you to hear it from me. And he said, oh my God, I just got out of the hospital myself. I'm like, oh my God, what happened to you? Now remember, I told you he's a clothing designer and he makes clothing. He said, I got a pin stuck in my foot. And then he just went on talking like I had never said that Tim passed away. And I was like, wow, well, this guy is really just like out there. So it was like, yeah, okay, I was right not to be talking to him anymore. And that was the last time we spoke. Okay, well, today I get a phone call. I get home and Mo says, oh, your friend Jeff called. He says he used to work with you and wants you to call you back. I'm like, oh, gee, I'm trying to remember Jeff. Then I remembered there was this really cool Jeff guy I used to work with at the gay bar that I managed for all those years. He was a bartender, and I loved him. He and I would laugh and laugh. I'd been to his house. He'd been to my house. I knew his mother. He knew my mother. The whole thing. I'm like, oh, my God, I haven't heard from this guy in like 12 years, right? So I called him back. I'm like, Jeff. He's like, hey, baby. And so he starts talking. And he's going on and on about, well, unfortunately, he has stage 1 liver cancer, which, hello, that's never good. But, he went on about people I don't know and people in his neighborhood and where he was living and am I going to come visit? And I'm like, I would love to come visit. But then before I'm even finished with the sentence, he's going to something else. So finally, after about 20 minutes, he says to me, so what's going on with you? I said, well, the last year I've been working for YouTube. He said, oh my God, I love YouTube. Did you ever see that Mean Kitty video? I'm like, oh God. I'm like, yeah, I know the guy. Oh my God, you know him, I love. And he went on and on and on again. And so I was on the phone for probably 45 minutes with this dude, and I think I talked maybe a minute, and most of that was responses to him. Oh, great. Oh, no, not your grandmother. Stuff like that. But doesn't it drive you crazy when people call you on the phone and all they want to do is talk at you? And you're not even allowed to say nothing. I hate when that happens. Anyway, okay, just wanted to share with you. Talk to you later. Thank you.